Let's talk.
Holy crap, I just ripped the... Oh, man. Oh, what a mess. Oh, I forgot the chicken flavoring. It's a rough day. I know. The hair, it's gotta go. I have 2 more days left in quarantine right now until I can finally get out of this random apartment I'm staying in. I can go back home to my other apartment here in Sherbrooke, Quebec. Although I know what you guys came here for was to talk about my facial hair, the video is titled something else. So today I want to dive into the discussion of is working for free killing the photography and videography industry? So I was researching the topic for a bit, looking on YouTube and on forums, but I thought since I'm in the beginning stages of my career, I thought asking other creators what they thought on the topic would be more insightful than just me telling what I know, although I will include that at the end. Okay, so I posted a poll about 3 hours ago and we got some responses. At the moment, 20 people say yes, that it is killing the industry, and 21 say no, so we're split 50-50 down the middle here.
And that's a fact.
So Renee says, shooting for free for big corporations is killing the industry. The rest is to build your brand. Now, personally, I can see where he's coming from on that, because the photographers who shoot for big corporations are usually the ones that do this for a living, who are the ones most hurt by newcomers coming into the industry. And the rest is to build your brand. I think the real issue with this is when these two segments meet, the professionals and the amateurs who are trying to shoot for free, that's where the controversy starts. Nicole of NDK Images, super talented by the way, please go give her a follow, says, because shooters need experience, I'd argue free is better than quoting cheap. And I definitely agree with that. I know I've used that a lot myself. I think that gives a better perception of yourself as a freelance. My good friend Jimmy from Rose Drive says different questions during COVID versus not COVID. So I said, why would that be? And he says, because not a lot of creatives are in the position to pay for services. I think what he's getting at there is that kind of during this time of COVID and the pandemic and everything, that we kind of have to bond together here and just accept the fact that there's not a lot of money out there in the creative space. Drew Kokak, I believe, I might be saying that wrong. This is his at right here. Crazy talented guy in After Effects. He has some great tutorials. Definitely hit him up. He says, people who shoot free typically aren't very talented yet. Most clients know money versus quality. And I think in general, this is a very true statement. However, where this one gets complicated is, and I've experienced this myself, when the person is who wants to shoot for free for that opportunity is a very good photographer. Really what separates the professional from the very good photographers, I'd say, it's such a small increment of quality that professional photographer who's been working for 20 years gets screwed out of their job by the very good photographer who wants to shoot for free for the exposure. I can see both sides of that one, but I think that's just the way the industry is kind of changing right now. Kirsten said, I don't have a strong opinion, but I just feel like your time and skills are too valuable. I swear I have the best Instagram followers. Personally, I appreciate that one a lot. In an ideal world, like I said, everyone should get paid to do what they like to do and are good at. Elizabeth, my girlfriend, says, honestly not entirely sure why or why not. I think it's killing it because it makes it more of a hobby. That is another interesting aspect, is when the hobbyists come in, because the barrier to entry is so low nowadays, and it's almost, not completely, but you can almost pay to play if you buy a crazy good camera. If you get the new Sony, the new Canons that are out right now, and put it on auto, you can get some very high quality images with not a lot of experience. That's another way that professional photographers who do this for a living have to find new ways to adapt and somehow show clients the extra value that they provide rather than someone with just a really nice camera and lens. My buddy Connor votes yes, that it is killing the industry because the people who haven't experienced the difference in quality will settle with the free. And that's the point I was kind of trying to make before. I think that's a huge challenge for professional photographers. Brittany says, your work is valued. I appreciate that one. Brittany is actually someone who hooked me up with one of my first few paying jobs at the very beginning of it all. I made the Apple Pie sorority recruitment video, so check that one out. I'll link that. Michael says, exposure doesn't pay the bills, and that is a fact. I've lived through that one many times. Alex says, shooting for free between creatives is an invaluable way of networking for us, and I completely second that. Collabing, especially now that I'm starting out this YouTube thing, collabing and networking is one of the most important things, and I don't think I would want to involve money anyway when two creatives are kind of working together. Nick says, because artists deserve to live. I agree with that. Can't argue with that one. I'm just checking for some last minute submissions here. Nope, we're 26 to 26 right now, split right down the middle. I think if I had to do this again, I would ask the question more specifically. I only posted this a few hours ago, but I had to get this video out today because I'm really sticking to that Tuesdays, Saturday schedule. Preston says, it's just modernizing and becoming more democratic. Whoever's willing to spend more on their customer will win. I think that's a really good way to generalize the discussion as a whole. Oh, we have one more here from official Scott Jackson. He says, shooting for free means you have no value. Doesn't have to be for money, but value is a must. So yeah, this is exactly where I land on it. It doesn't have to be for money, but value is a must. I couldn't have said it better. When I ran this question past my group in Clubhouse, they said the same thing as this. So I would vote more yes, that it is it's more changing the industry from the way that it's been, with the barriers to enter being so low, the more saturated competitive nature of all these new photographers and videographers entering the scene. I think it is being more difficult to be a full-time photographer or videographer as a freelance for sure, unless you're at the very top of a certain niche. I think the general photography as a career, just being a general photographer, is kind of on the way out the door. But there's a few ways we can supplement this. I know many successful people in the industry, and they either have a niche that they are probably at the top 1% at, they have multiple revenue streams, and they're very effective in educating their clients on why the service they provide is worth the money they charge. But the advice that I know is that if you're working for free, make sure you are getting some sort of value out of it, whether it's building your portfolio, networking, living a great experience even, or it's really something that you truly enjoy doing. So yeah, this is a little bit of a different video. I've been trying to interact with my followers and subscribers a bit more, and I'm sticking to that schedule. I'm out of quarantine in 2 days, so hopefully we can get some more interesting content on the channel for Tuesday. Until then, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. And feel free to check out the talented artists that I put in the description. I think I have 6 Clubhouse invite codes left, so DM me on Instagram while you want it. And I think you'll have a pretty good shot at getting it, because there's probably going to be only 6 people who watch to the end anyway.
When you say it like that, you're working in the morning, I'm sleeping. Got me falling right back. We've been treating weekdays like the weekend.
And you gotta, what's it called? Adapt. What's that quote?